Canada. Right. Evening, everybody. Welcome to the planning meeting. Thank you for coming. Apologies for absence.
Apologies have been received from Councillor Swindon, Councillor Page and Councillor Ian Wilson.
Ian Wilson. And we've not heard from, is Bob on planning?
Yeah.
He is, but I've not
We've not
received
heard from him.
any more.
So he's just absent.
Yeah.
Declaration of members' interests, can we take anybody that's on the district, please? Leary, you're non-committee members, so you don't have to worry. Thank you. Any other declarations of interest that's on this evening's agenda? Not that we know of at the moment. Thank you. To approve the minutes of the previous planning committee meeting held on the 9th of February as a true and accurate record.
I have a question on the minutes, which I'm asked, which is, did we actually submit the EIAs to?
I've resent them this morning after I got your email, so
Okay.
hopefully they should have them now.
Right. If there's any problem,
Yeah,
they said that they can make sure they are still relevant.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, did they not get them the first time?
apparently not.
No, that's okay. Okay. So apart from that, I'll propose, can second to accept the minutes, please. Thank you, Councillor Nigel now. All those in favour? Thank you. There's no members of the public. So these planning applications received, they're all together. So first of all, 23 Cotswold Avenue. Anybody got anything to say about that? I've written down no particular comment as well.
No.
So I think for these ones that we haven't got anything particular to say about, that we neither approve nor object. So I'd like to say that we make no comment on anything. I mean, it allows, I mean, it's good to put them on the agenda to a point, because it does allow, say for example, I don't know, a neighbour or the person wanted to come along and make some sort of representation, they could see it on the agenda and they could do that. But since though nobody's come along to say anything particular about it, I don't think we need to either.
Yeah, no, fair point.
Next one, the land opposite the Woodside in Disraeli Road. This has been through planning before and it's been refused because there's tree protection orders all over it, and this is building a new residence on a bit of green belt land from what I've heard. Oh, sorry, can we make a note that we've got a non-committee member?
Yeah, I've made a note, yeah.
Yeah, so this is just a lot of land. It's nearby his house, but the applicant wants to chop trees down and build a house.
I don't think that the plan is sufficient to make a decision on this. Where's the house going to start with?
I've got proposed.
There you go.
Right. There's no way that he's going to be able to build a house with those trees like that.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Too many trees.
And you know what happened? There'll be an accident and a couple of them will get knocked down.
And all accidentally fall over at the same time.
Yeah. And I think it is on green belt land.
What was the reason they turned it down before?
Green belt.
Green belt land, tree protection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Previous comments.
yeah. I think, so I'd like to propose on this one
I
that
mean,
we,
the size of the tree is 12 metres.
Yeah.
11 metres, 16 metres.
propose on this one that we object because of the,
The reasons previously stated,
yeah,
Well, then trees don't get smaller, aren't they?
unless they get cut down.
Well, yeah.
are we all in favour of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, the next one's 8 Elizabeth Avenue. Um. Again, I looked at this one. And it looks like quite a big extension that they're planning, but I think it was quite early in, so there wasn't any comments from neighbours.
Yeah.
But I don't think it comes under a particular interest of the town council. So I might propose that the district planners look at this and subject it to their normal planning criteria. Unless anybody has anything else to say.
Involving. Of development, isn't it?
Hmm.
There's 2 neighbour objections on there at the moment.
Oh, there is now.
Look, yeah. Neighbour objection. Um, so it's just planning, as I say.
Yeah, but
Yeah. I feel like it's not for the town council to comment on this one necessarily, and it will be subject to normal planning procedure when it goes up through the planning department at district, so I think we could probably,
it could be a potential overdevelopment of the site, but
it's on one of those corner plots.
yeah, it's going to be big, isn't it?
But again, that's what,
Is that the only reason, the loss of light?
Yeah, that's all the neighbours have said, is lots of light, that's,
Down.
yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, it's on the big,
on a big corner plot.
No.
Town council for sale of development site. That's an option.
We could do it, stand up to the neighbour's, objection.
Yeah. Possible overdevelopment of the site. Just leave it at that.
Would you like to propose that, Dave?
Yeah,
Councillor Sparrow, sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Without greater clarification, could be a possible overdevelopment of the site.
Yeah, thank you. Um, 17, Brooklyn Drive. 2-storey rear extension. This one's a big one as well.
that's the location. We go.
That's a new plan, it's not going back any further than the rest of them, is it?
But being 2 stories might be different.
I think they're all 2 stories down Brooklyn, aren't they? Most of them, I think.
2-storey rear extension.
I think most of them down Brooklyn are 2 stories. Or a lot of them are.
And is it that one? And location? What's happening?
Yeah, nothing's opening.
I think.
Oh,
I
is that-
it's not down, so I don't know if that might be your,
So,
I think that might be your original, isn't it?
yeah.
So. I look at my files.
the elevation.
Yeah, the big block on
It's
the,
already a two-story, isn't it?
is that
Is that a flat roof?
a big block on the back of it though?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Back and back.
Tetris, just like a bit on.
These plans are very detailed, I wonder if they've just put them in for like, to see if they get anywhere with them.
Yes, your location's just on the hand. Then you can see.
It's not going to affect the street plan, is it? So it's,
Oh, yeah, look, so they've got that
Moving
slopey bit and they're gonna build.
Slide it
Yeah.
there.
so it's the objective with there.
The neighbours might have some.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Objection.
no, I mean, the front's two stories anyway, so.
I don't think necessarily we need to comment on this one because it's all in the back, it doesn't affect the street. And
No,
so it'll be
yeah,
up
it's not
to
affect the street,
the
so-
neighbours and the planning department, so we'll make no
And it's not
comment.
going to make any, you ain't going to get anywhere with loss of life.
We'll make no comment on that one. Everybody's in agreement.
Yeah.
So the next one is the telecommunications mast at Diamond Close. It's an application to determine if prior approval is required for a proposed development by or on behalf of an electronic communications code operated for the purpose of the operator's electronic communications network in, on or under land controlled by that operator or in accordance with the electronic communications code. Upgrade of telecoms tower. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah.
So the answer is yes.
yes.
Yeah.
No,
If prior approval is
it's
required
required, yeah.
Yeah,
for a proposed development, I would imagine that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that they can probably railroad it through is immaterial, but.
Yeah, it's already there, it's already there in the first place.
They said, you know, to determine, yeah, well, we think there is.
yeah,
It's for a proposed development to upgrade the telecoms tower.
It depends where it is.
Work out where this is.
I don't think, but I was told by one of the ward councillors, it's already there.
It's already there and they want to
Yeah.
upgrade it.
Yeah, so maybe they're just gonna make it higher, maybe that's the issue.
I mean, we tried to stop one in Trinity Ward at the end of a bloke's front, back garden.
Yeah.
There was nothing you could do about it. We tried every trick in the book. So every time he comes out his back door, he looks at his fucking great tower.
So that's access or something, is it?
that's London
Yeah.
Oh,
Drive.
that's London Road.
Okay. I mean, are we just saying here, yes? We think
Yeah,
that
We think they should.
yeah,
yeah,
that's it, that's all.
Yeah,
That's all we-
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
The next one, 114 High Road,
Yeah.
a residential development of 9 dwellings.
I better declare an interest in this one.
Okay,
I'm going to develop that.
okay. Adjacent to Weir Farmhouse, 3 terraced dwellings, replacing existing barns, 6 further terraced units, internal roads, parking, landscaping, and a conversion of an existing barn to parking. So, is this the one that's on?
With
Yeah, okay.
it looks like there's a lot of neighbours.
Yeah, there's a lot of objections to it. Yeah.
As small councillor, there's been there's awful lot of objection to it from there, Weir Farm roads, high roads, all around it, it's just. It's hard enough for one car to get in and out there, let alone all the proposed, what would be 40+ cars. That's after the development is completed, whilst the development's going on, all the plant machinery. It's just, it's not the suitable place for a large development like that.
Because they have to go in and out through that one access that's
With a
directly off the roundabout.
And blind bus stop as well, bus stops in
The
there,
green belt.
Oh, where does the bus stop?
literally right outside.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a green belt land.
It's been objected to before. So
Yeah.
we, well, I don't know if the town objects to it before, but I would suggest that we object to it.
I mean, that's a lot of houses, isn't it?
That's the area, you know.
But if you, I mean, it's taken on each case in its own merit, but it's pretty much as well that the other bit of land has been identified on the behind of it. It's just the start of the, to the iceberg of all the developments going to happen around there.
Because I don't know that, it's necessarily a thing that they take into consideration, that the fact that it is going to be difficult to get the building traffic in and out through that road.
No,
They
And
don't
also
really
you can-
take that, it's like what it's before and what it's after, it's not what it is during.
I believe you can only turn left out that road anyway, can't you? Because you
just
can't.
like when they developed Howard's Dairies,
Yeah,
planning application, highways, no interest at all.
yeah,
Never been an issue before. No, they used to come out at 4 o'clock in the morning. It was a dairy. They're not interested.
So I'm being made aware that the development is not, the plan application isn't to be executed, it's to be added to the value of the settlement property.
Okay.
It's been sold
So-
as,
with standing planning permission.
so the person who's put an application through isn't got the sincerity to complete the development themselves.
So we could, I mean, we can object because it is on green belt land. So we can say we object because it's on green belt
I
land.
mean, I would kind of like.
Because we should almost object to everything that's on green belt land, really.
I agree.
I've been out speaking to the constituents around that way, and there's not one person that's gone, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
There's a massive outcry from hundreds of people around that road area.
I mean, if that person was just looking to build, I don't know, a nice big house for themselves on that land, that'd be different.
It's
But,
actually listed the house, that's the problem.
but
But so in previous developments, they've looked at knocking it down, they've applied for that. I think they're just trying to create some sort of application to attach to it, to add value to the property. I find it hard to believe that the barn is a greater list of even the houses.
So we're objecting then on the basis of green belt land and it being listed building.
yeah, and overdevelopment of the site
So development.
and loss of biodiversity.
Alright. No.
Right, 66 Cheapside West,
Single story extension.
single story extension in Cheapside.
No.
I've written down no comment.
I think it's
No,
right. Yeah.
No comment. Um, 72 Hockley Road, the Fitzwymark School. Redevelopment of the school included demolition of the majority of existing buildings and their replacement with new teaching and sports blocks, plus external works including alterations and enhancements to car parking and landscaping. I think the Fitzwymark School invited us all to their
Yeah.
open evening to show us the plans and tell us what was happening. I mean, it's a lot of the building is in disrepair and
Waste of time objecting anyway.
Upgrade.
Waste of time objecting, it'll just go through.
Yeah, I mean,
One of the century build those things like is.
it's an amazing project. I think there are things that I'd like to ask. Can we ask the district to do?
Mm.
Like, for example, I think there should be some sort of traffic management plan. Because you've got that going on, and in Trinity alone, on the Hockley Road, you've got 2 developments, just a little bit further down the road that are going up to 500 houses. So that needs to be managed. And also
Schools.
So,
Two
and,
schools.
yeah, exactly, you've got the other school there, haven't you? Yeah, so that's gonna be a big issue. I'd like to see a site management plan, a proper one, that deal with details when they're starting, what the phases are, when they're finishing. And I'd also like to see, it's the most important thing for residents, is at the moment, the plans, as I'm aware, don't include a pick-up and drop-off point on site for parents and cars to go and drop their kids off. And if you speak to the people who live opposite it, they are near the area, they are pulling their hair out anyway. So there'd be my, not objections, but recommendations or.
So no section,
But, yeah, we would like these conditions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then I also had a concern about, was there going to be any separate, like work traffic flow operational hours? So like, they're not going to start work before 9 o'clock.
Yeah, so traffic management plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did that when they did it before, didn't they? They didn't start before 9.
Yeah.
They spent the back of Helena Road.
Yeah, totally, run the same principle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a long old project.
5 years.
They're knocking the whole school down, so it's at least a 5-year. It's gonna be a pain. So yeah, so if we can get some conditions, we propose some conditions, I think that'd be helpful.
Exciting project, though.
I think the pick-up drop-off points are really good, idea.
Yeah, so they've done it at, where's the new school that's gone in? Is it King Edmund? Or?
Yeah, well, Rochford.
Yeah, they've got designated, they put designated drop-off
Oh, okay.
on there. So if we can have that on here, that'd be amazing.
Are you took it into the front car park bit?
I don't care where they put it. They do it.
Because I saw him talking to the developer and he was just like, it was like,
Yeah.
just in the space for it, but that was.
So that because
some things we could
So
see.
they moved the school, they moved the whole school forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I think they need to, obviously they're gonna say they're not gonna do it, but we do need to say to them, they need to look at it again. And if you look at this, there's recently been one of the committees, might be, scrutiny committee, or the audit committee, they put a recommendation into the planning committee of districts that going forward, any new school builds have drop off and pick up points on them as well.
So they
So,
got one now, it's called a bus stop.
yeah, well, that's, I mean, all that, those kind of reasons to the other.
It is really bad.
How many ranges do you get at the bus stop?
It's chaotic.
Yeah.
All the way down, Upway, which is opposite,
Yeah,
and all the roads around,
Yeah.
they put, parking restrictions, times parking restrictions on those roads, not for going down to the station, but because of the school drop-offs and
Yeah.
pick-ups.
So you've got this, obviously, nobody monitoring it, it's pointless. Isn't it?
They've got nobody monitoring it, so it's a waste of time.
Okay. That's that one. Pre-planning application, what's this one? To agree in response to the pre-planning application received consultation for a mobile phone space station installation, Eastwood Road, opposite Thirsty Eastwood Road.
Yeah.
So this is, they want to put a telephone mast up, outside the gates of King George's, outside the flower bed on the pavement.
yeah, so it's not,
No explanation.
it's not the temporary mast that they're trying to put in,
This is
that's EE, this is O2 trying to put a permanent mast right in front of the flower beds, opposite Saffron, essentially. Yeah, so it's 20 metres high, it's got 4 cabinets that go with it as well,
Yeah.
which are going to totally obscure the flower beds. It's got, there's 9 antennae, 4 ground cabinets, 20-metre poles. So it's too, for me, so what I've written down is it's too tall and visually intrusive. It's street clutter and poor public realm management, which is part of the AAP, which is the Raby Area Action Plan.
Yeah.
Thank you, yeah. It's harmful to the setting of the KGV playing fields in that it is right outside the front. And the master cabinets would sit right next to the open space edge. It conflicts with Raby Town Centre improvement aims, a part of the AAP again. Pedestrian accessibility concerns, where if that's how much of the pavement is that going to take up? We need to know, is it going to be a problem for, visually impaired, people in wheelchairs, this kind of thing. I would say it's in the wrong location on the busy traffic corridor. It's actually parked. They're actually going to park outside park. They're going to put it where someone crashed into the wall. Right?
Yeah,
Someone crashed into that
Yeah.
specific bit.
yes.
Yeah. So yeah, in that's, for those reasons, I should object.
It's not conducive to the street scene.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, and that's in one of the main shopping areas of Rayleigh, that whole bit down the High Street and that bit down Eastwood Road is our shopping area.
Exactly. And so, and one of the other things they've done, actually thinking about it, remembering back on looking at the application, is they've drawn up a list of all the areas they could have put it and come up with very dubious reasons why they can't put it on top of the building.
Yeah,
Can't put it on top of the
yeah, I
building.
read the whole
Yeah,
body,
Yeah, but why can't they put it on top of the building? Put it 20 metres up, it's much easier to put a 2 metre pole on an 18 metre building
Yeah,
than a 20 metre pole on the floor.
yeah, they've not considered alternative sites.
But they have, they've ruled them out on dubious grounds.
They've not correctly considered
Yeah.
alternative sites.
So I'm objecting.
It's still
Yeah.
conservation.
Yes,
Yeah.
oh, it's.
Well,
still in the
well, they're
conservation
arguing in their stuff, it's just that, it's just outside the conservation area. That's their argument. But
Yeah.
But again, we start to question, we think that's inside the conservation area and that needs to be looked at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all agreed to object to that.
Yeah. As many trees as you can think of.
Okay. So, thank you very much. There being no other business, we'll close the meeting at